Paris, can you sing us the podcast intro, please?
Podcast intros are pretty great to sing. I'm singing one now. Ding-a-ling-ling.
Alright, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Hello and welcome to the Chaotic Voyage podcast. I'm Cameron, your captain as always, and with me is my first mate Paris
That's me.
and Officer Vasi.
And that's me.
Returning officer.
I mean, I thought as the officer I would just return.
Here for some more work experience.
That's what I thought, but Paris just has to...
Make it hard.
Yeah, that's what he does. Not like that always. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Where's Aways?
He's not here now, but if he ever listens to this for whatever reason...
I can't imagine he will.
Nah, probably not.
But he ships Paris and I together.
Really?
Yeah.
That puts the last podcast episode like in so much different perspective.
There's a lot of references to me and Paris together, which is not true
No,
for whoever's listening.
you're just best friends.
Yeah,
It's guy love between two guys.
It's bromance.
it is bromance, one could say.
I think guy love is better.
You know who else ships us, Cameron?
Paul Johnson.
That's right.
Got him.
Vasi, you saw Paul last. Where is he?
Last I saw him, he was in an ice block at the bottom of the ocean.
Ah.
I threw him overboard.
Well, rip Paul.
Jeez. Murder.
Hopefully he'll be back next episode.
He was frozen when I threw him over, so I technically didn't murder him.
Right.
Just for the record.
Keep me thawed out.
Well,
Let's hope.
let's hope he thaws in time for the next episode.
Next thing, I guess, is the bleep noise. That's it.
No.
Nice.
We can do something better than that. That was pretty much the
Alright.
same one as last time.
I think it is the same one as last time.
Alright, it's screw you, Paris.
Oh,
the
that's
bleep
a
noise
bit.
for this
That's a bit
episode.
harsh.
Oh, he asked for it. Alright, so Vasi, you had a question for us, didn't you?
Ah, yes, I did. Just out of curiosity's sake, I don't know if this is a thing with males, but with females, when you make a phone call to someone and they don't answer, you can try them again, but if they don't answer again, you can't call them a third time, because the third phone call means it's an emergency. Is that like a thing that you guys do?
Not really.
No.
So, like, if I call you once or twice, it's like, okay, don't worry about calling me back, it's fine. But if I call you the third time, you need to call me back ASAP.
I did not know that was even a thing. So, no,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I don't call anyone from the group unless it's an emergency, really.
I'm kind of the same, yeah.
But it's nice to call people.
I agree, I like calling people. I guess that's why we like Discord.
Yeah, we usually just meet up on Discord if we're going to talk or anything.
Oh, fair enough.
If my mum or dad call me twice, then I'd be like, oh, they need something.
If they called you once, it's like they need something.
Yeah, but if they call twice, they need something twice as fast. So,
Or you're twice as dead.
yeah.
I only ever call someone once. Like, if they don't pick up once, I just leave it pretty much. Unless it's super urgent. So, like, I'll call Cameron once and then he doesn't pick up. I'm like, oh well, that's it. Just wait until he
Interesting.
gets the call and says, what do you want?
But you don't ever call like other people just for like social things. Like I'm out and I'm like, hey, I'm looking at this thing. Should I buy it? Yes or no?
Nope. Nope, never done that.
Very weird.
I guess that's more of a girls thing.
I mean, like, I need, like, sounding boards, you know? Like, sometimes I'm just like, am I overreacting? Underreacting? Is this right? I need help writing a message? You know, everything. Whatever.
Yeah,
The whole hog.
that makes sense.
If it's something I'm like buying for someone and I need to know what size, what colour, blah blah blah, if there's like further details I need from them, then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean
I'll
like a
call them.
gift?
I don't know, a gift if someone asks me to like, oh, while you're at the shops, can you get this? It's like a specific brand of something. I don't know, just like any situation.
Fair enough. I hope you're not calling them for clarification for gifts, because that would ruin the gift.
No.
There was a thing that you said you wanted like 6 months ago.
What was that again? Refresh my memory. No, but like, if I want to buy something for myself, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm not gonna be like, should I get this? I just usually just do it.
I get the like grocery store thing. If your mum's like, hey, get this spread while you're out, and you go there and you're like, hey, did you want just peanuts or peanuts and almonds?
Yeah. Did you want crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
It's always smooth, isn't it? There's no point buying crunchy.
Oh, controversial. I like crunchy.
I don't even like peanut butter, so...
Yeah, it's not vegan.
I mean, it is. It's like the only thing that is, but I hate it. I prefer ABC butter.
ABC butter.
Yeah, a big chicken butter.
Butter that helps
Almonds,
you learn.
Brazil nuts, and cashews, normally.
Or that, I guess.
If Paris was staying at your house and you were like, I'm going for snacks, would you not call him and be like, hey, what snacks did you want?
No, we just go together.
I mean, like, before his arrival. So you
Okay.
can be prepared with the snacks. Then you can spend the most time together.
That's true.
It's either, that thing where we just go together, or like, I just say to Cameron, oh, get some Smarties chocolate. And that's it.
Why would you want Smarties chocolate?
Why?
good.
Because it's
Screw you, Paris.
great.
Also,
Okay.
in this scenario, I think Paris and I know exactly what we'd get.
That's true. We know each other's snacks.
We'd get sweet chili and sour cream chips
Oh, yeah.
with either Oreo or Smartie chocolate
Yeah.
and a bottle of Coke.
That's exactly right.
I would probably prefer the Oreo chocolate, to be honest. I don't know why you would buy a Smartie chocolate.
To each his own.
No, not to each his
her
own.
To each their own.
To
Nice.
my
Progressive.
own, for everybody.
Well, some people like Smartie chocolate.
I don't get
Sane people.
2 of the 3 people who are here like it. So,
it. And 3 of the 3 people who are here like Oreo chocolate. So guess what?
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 No, you have to guess.
Oreo is better than Smartie.
True. It's unanimous.
Oh, just got us there, Paris. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Should I go ahead and ask a question?
You just did. End of story.
Oh.
Is that land I see in the distance?
That's land. We'll see you next time.
But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I thought we were done.
Wow. You wish.
Oh, we've got ages to go to Paris.
Oh. This is a question that I forgot I had, but it was given to me by a valued listener.
Ooh.
And the question is, do you guys have an inner voice that tells you to do evil or stupid things? Thanks for your question, valued listener. Now we shall respond with Cameron first.
Cameron first. Yes, I do. I try really hard to block it out. I've never listened to it, but I think don't everyone have that voice? Oh,
Don't
that was
everyone?
great English. Cut that. Yeah, I've got that voice. I'll elaborate. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. See you guys. I've had enough.
I'll elaborate for you right now.
Wow.
No, I was gonna say I'll elaborate after Vasi tells us whether she does or not.
Okay, so I don't have a voice constantly with me that's always answering, and I don't think I've ever had one that's always okay, this is what you need. But I do get the whole call of the void thing, where you're
Yeah.
okay, cool, I'm on the jetty, throw your phone off the jetty. No, that's not right. Or it's I'm holding this I could just cut all my hair off. No, don't do that. That's not right. But I don't have one constantly with me. I'm very aware that it's just me and it's just my mind, and there's only one. Well, there's not even a voice. It's just I think it and then it happens.
Alright, yeah, that. I wish I said that. Now people think I'm insane.
I mean, you said you have a voice always with you, so...
It's not always there, but if I'm walking alone or something, and I'm not thinking of other things, then Normac shows up.
Normac?
It's Cameron backwards. I'll just.
Ooh.
You should have called it Connor.
That's in Deltora Quest.
It is like in Delta Request.
Is that where you got the idea?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
love
know what
it.
you're talking about.
What about you, Paris? Do you have the voice?
This is a thing that I didn't know about until I recently heard about it in a comedian stand-up, and then when our valued listener asked me the question, and then when you guys started talking about it now, I didn't think it was that common.
So you don't have one?
I don't want to say like I don't have it. I guess I don't have it very often.
Are you just saying that so that we don't think you're weird?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What was the last scenario you had that in? That you can recall?
It's probably pretty bad.
It's always
go
bad.
for it.
I saw someone. Oh, it was in Sydney. Someone was on the bridge. This jogger had stopped, and he just bent over and was like, I don't know, adjusting his socks or something. I'd be like, I wonder what his reaction would be if I came up and just like slapped him on the ass really hard.
You said that out loud to all of us, Paris.
I did, but I thought of it first, and then I was like, I wonder.
Yeah, as we walked past him, you're like, I wonder what would happen if I just slapped his ass. And we're like, okay, Paris.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Oh no.
Now you'll never know.
Yeah,
I
it's
said
true.
I was holding a bag. I said he'd probably throw my bag over the side or something.
Were you on the bridge?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
bridge.
He wouldn't have been able to throw it over the side. It's got caging, doesn't it?
You could probably throw it over.
But besides that time, I can't think of the last one other than that. Like, I don't get it too often, really.
Yeah, so you don't have the voice constantly with you.
I guess I'm the weirdo in this scenario. I didn't realise this was like a big thing. Like,
It's a thing.
turns out that a lot of people have that voice.
Yeah, that's why the comedian probably said it, because it's very relatable.
Do you guys believe in any conspiracy theories? Oh, they took Vasi.
You know I live for conspiracy theories, right?
So, are you one of those weird people who thinks that the Earth is round?
No. Wait, oh my god.
Those people are weird.
That trapped me so bad. Anyway, what's your favourite conspiracy theory, Cam? Should you choose to believe in them?
Favorite.
Favorite one is, I like to believe in the alien ones, like all the, like aliens have visited us, and someone's
Built the
covering it up.
pyramids.
Maybe not that.
Well, why else would the Egyptians build pyramids? It doesn't really make much sense. They're giant triangles.
Yeah, or giant pyramids.
Look, that's up for debate.
It's almost like there's a shape for that.
Almost like a 3D triangle.
Yeah, I think some of the conspiracy theories around aliens are pretty interesting and stuff. I mean, obviously the chances that aliens have visited us and I don't know, it wasn't a huge widespread thing. It's possible, and it's nice to just be like, they could be out there.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
Look, I think
they're
if
out
they're
there.
not, yeah, I think if they're not, then we are stupid for not thinking that.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't necessarily have to be like green guys with like a big bulbous head. Probably just like humans on other planets almost. Maybe
Yeah.
some slight changes. Like language would obviously be different. They'd have different technology. Maybe they would have adapted in different ways.
Do you have a favorite, Vasi? You said you.
Do I
go
have
into them,
one
so-
favorite? There's a few that I very heavily believe to be true. But there's an interesting one that I discovered recently that you may or may not know about, that Paul McCartney is actually dead.
I think I may have had this one.
There's a lot of very good supporting information.
Oh, I'm sure there
And-
is.
No, there is. And there's a lot of before and after photos of the suggested period when he died and a bone structure and how his bone structure completely changed. And it's well, they didn't have the technology to do those surgeries at the time.
Yeah.
And you can especially see in I don't know if this was ever a thing that you learnt about in high school, but I remember distinctly learning about it is how everybody has individual ears and earlobes. And
Yeah.
his ear changes It's very
Wait,
spooky.
really?
Yes.
It's creepy.
Why would they feel the need to like keep him alive though? In the
To
media
keep the
and
Beatles
stuff?
alive, because when he actually died was during the Beatles, like they were still producing music. So now they can't kill off the fake Paul McCartney. Because it's like,
Sure they
well,
can.
well, it's like, what's the point? Then he's going to be floating around, he's going to look like how we're used to Paul McCartney looking.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, yes, that's one that's come up recently.
There's always weird ones like that, like the one that Avril Lavigne has been replaced by a lizard or something.
I've not heard that one.
Neither have
It's-
I. That's
Really?
interesting.
It's like because I think it was her. That her style of music changed considerably after like one album or something, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's been replaced by a lizard person."
Definitely not like artistic choices and people
Not
evolving.
lizard people.
Yeah, I mean, like, she might have signed, like, a deal with a record label, but, you know, maybe not.
I don't know about you guys, but lizard people sounds a lot more exciting.
I think it sounds more exciting, but I don't know if there's much other proof than that.
The whole pop skater punk thing probably just like died out in the late 90s. They're like, hey, that's not the trend anymore. You should change what you're doing.
That's probably
Actually,
exactly
not
what
a
happened.
that's not a possibility.
That reminds me of another theory, which I'm going to say is my favorite for now,
Yes.
and it's the one where the Earth is hollow and the Nazis live underground.
How did Avril Lavigne remind you of that?
Because lizard people is a common thing that they live underground.
Do you know many lizard people?
A couple.
Avril Lavigne
okay,
is a
fair enough.
Nazi confirmed.
Have you guys heard of the Hollow Earth theory?
No, but I think you just
The
said it.
band?
Yeah. I'm just like wondering how much you guys know. It's basically just that the Earth is hollow, and that obviously you can go down inside the Earth and build houses and stuff. Like it's not just all rock down there.
But how would
And-
that work scientifically? Isn't the Earth's core meant to be like molten lava?
Meant to be, but you know, conspiracy theorists always find a way to support their science and stuff.
I totally get that.
But yeah, this theory is that the Nazis, during the end times of World War II, they, like Hitler and a bunch of his followers, they all left to live underground, and that they'll come back up one day.
Wow, I hope I'm not around for that.
Yeah, it's like not something I believe in, but it's just a crazy dumb conspiracy theory that I find funny.
Conspiracy theory that is very widely accepted. Princess Diana was assassinated by the Queen.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
That's a good
possible.
one.
Yeah.
It's definitely more than possible. Yeah, I only discovered that one maybe 2 years ago, and I was shocked all over again. But it made complete sense.
Those are the kind of ones that I like, I guess. I don't know if I like them, but you know what I mean? The ones that are interesting are the ones that could definitely be possible.
Well, there was like
Yeah.
a lot of supporting evidence. Like she passed away in the ambulance, and like in the ambulance where she passed, like the country that she passed away in, they actually like try to resuscitate you in the ambulance before like rushing you to the hospital.
ah,
So she was hit, put into the ambulance, but like the street wasn't blocked off where the accident had happened. There was all these other people in there. They didn't try to resuscitate her in the ambulance, and it took them, I think, 14 minutes to get to the hospital. So she had no chance.
Was there any footage of the actual, like, accident or whatever
No.
you want to call it? Yeah, that's also
No, not of
kind
the actual crash. That's just a bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, wasn't there also, like, heaps of paparazzi around and stuff?
Yeah, there was heaps of paparazzi around, so that's what they blamed it on. But the car that she was driving in wasn't actually like owned by royals. It had been recently sold off. There's like a lot. There's a lot of interesting stuff around that.
All these people with cameras, like, filming it, and not one of them got what actually happened. It's kind of,
No. Isn't that amazing?
yeah, very big coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. Got any other questions, Kim?
do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is from
Do you?
yes,
You
I
do?
do.
Would you care to share?
Yeah, I'll share in a second.
Would you Care Bear share with us?
Isn't it a bit interesting how like the words Care Bear sound the same, but they're spelt with different like A's and E's?
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Sean Bean.
Oh god. Yeah, there's a word for
You're
those ones,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
there?
scene
What's the
bean.
word
Sawn.
for him?
It's either Seen Bean or Sawn Born. Oh, wait, no, fuck that. Cut that. Sean Born.
Sawn bean.
It's
Sean.
It's just so confusing. It doesn't make sense.
I love scene bean. I love that.
Seen Bean.
Vasi.
Yes.
You gonna say something?
Well, that was very delayed. Have you ever been pulled over by the police?
Like for a breatho?
I don't know, a breatho, speeding, lights not working.
I don't think so.
No? You ever been pulled over, Kim?
Nope.
Damn, that I was really hoping you guys would say yes, so that I could be like, did you try to talk your way out of it? Cam
I
was
just
looking at you.
I floated my way out of it.
I knew it.
Like, hey, big boy. And then I just like the guy.
Can that be the bleep noise?
Or the title for this
Yeah.
episode.
And then the cop just looks at me and they're like, "Never do that again." to
You're
anyone,
under arrest.
please."
I haven't done anything.
You could probably say it's sexual harassment or something.
I would definitely say it is.
You were just greeting them. What if the cop was, in fact, a big boy?
Then you're making fun of his weight.
True. Maybe he's just big boned.
Then you're making fun of his bones.
You got
Probably
some
not
kind of
good.
bone problem.
Yeah, there's just no winning in that scenario.
So, what popular trend do you guys hate/find annoying?
Probably veganism.
Is that a
Wow.
trend, Cameron, or is that a lifestyle choice?
I don't think it's a trend.
Yeah. Alright, I changed my answer then.
No. Let's go
Sorry,
deeper.
Vasi.
Why do you
It's just
hate
a joke, I
vegans,
swear.
Cameron? Tell us.
Alright, Vasi's never going to talk to me again.
It's right. I'll just make a note of that.
Oh, it's going in the grudge notes.
The grudge notes have been erased. They do no
Have
longer
they?
exist. Yeah.
Man.
I mentioned this like 6 months ago.
Yeah, but you didn't mention they were erased. You just said you didn't have them.
Yeah, that means gone.
Why
Well,
did you
it's-
choose to get rid of them?
I realized I was holding on to too much negativity, and it was not good. I mean, I had them also for positive things, but
Yeah.
I'm better off to just be without it.
Yeah.
Well, you may think that there are only two things to do with your anger: swallow it or throw it back in someone's face. But there is a third option. You can simply let it go.
I agree with that.
That's from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, it sounded way too smart for you.
Thanks, Cameron. It makes sense though.
It does make
It
sense.
does make sense.
So trends.
Harris,
veganism,
are there any trends you hate?
Not a trend. I struggle to keep up with the current trends, but one of the trends that I did find kind of annoying was when everyone was like hell into man buns. Remember when that was happening?
That's still a thing.
Still a thing, but do you remember when it was like really trendy?
I think it's still really trendy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then that's the one I hate.
But did you not like them because everybody was wearing them, or did you not like them because you didn't like the look of them?
Bit of both. I think because I didn't like the look of him and everyone else did, so it's like one of those things where everyone just loves it and you just cannot see why. It's like I just don't understand why everyone loves this, but they do.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's one of
I
those
didn't
things
think
you
of-
just don't get.
I can't even think of any trends.
What even are the
Not
latest
very-
trends?
I'm not a very trendy
Um,
person.
There's one that I really don't like that's been going on for a few years. It's more so a concept, I would say, that we've kind of been drilled into. We've drilled into our society that it's a thing we need, and that's the concept of like fast furniture.
Fast furniture.
IKEA stuff.
Can you explain?
Yeah, so like we did have the process of fast fashion, which was where you would purchase fashion and then throw it out within a season. And we're seeing that increasingly so with furniture and decor items that are lasting not even a year. It's like, it's worth investing the little bit more to get the most out of our resources.
Yeah.
I get that. I didn't realise that was happening as much, but I definitely knew about like the fast fashion stuff, where it's like just out of season, chuck it out. Pretty wasteful.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is fine. And then you look at leopard print and you go, okay, that's come back in 3 times in the past 10 years. Like, it's not going
jeans.
anywhere anytime soon.
Denim jackets.
Well, there you go. Denim jackets are constantly in seasons because they're a very staple piece, similar to denim skirts.
So you're saying, like, instead of just buying lots of cheap things because you're constantly throwing them out, getting another cheap thing, just, like, fork out a bit more, get something that costs a bit more, but, like, will last you a while.
Last you a lot longer.
So, many people know that I have only one pair of shoes. Well, I don't, but, like, there's just one pair I always wear. And that's because I would always buy, like, a crappy $15 pair, $10 pair, and they'd be uncomfortable and they wouldn't last me long at all. They just get worn and, like, is it the sole? The sole's the bottom, right? The rubber bit.
Yes.
Would just, like, start coming off. And so I was like, alright, screw this. I'm going to invest a bit more money and get, like, a decent pair. So
Good
I did,
idea.
and I got the pair I have now, and they have lasted me so long.
Nice.
And so that's why I have one pair of shoes, Jesse and Daniel.
Yeah, so Cam, how do you feel about Netflix cancelling their partnership with Marvel?
It's very sad. I don't know if you watch the shows.
No more
they
Dark Marvel.
They were good quality shows.
Was it more than 2? Why did I think there was only 2?
It's like 5.
2 recently got cancelled. The other 3 got cancelled last year sometime.
Earlier than that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were good shows. So it's sad to see them go. But
aren't they just switching them over to their Disney streaming service?
Stan is the Disney streaming service.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, actually, Disney are making their own streaming service.
Oh.
It is sad that they're no longer putting them out, but they don't have any plans for them in the future.
If they did, it's pretty much guaranteed that it'd be like a much lighter show, right? Since it's like Disney, probably going to lose that whole dark vibe.
Yeah, I feel like some of the shows could be okay, losing the dark vibe, but
Punisher's probably not okay on Disney.
the thing is, though,
I would
like
say
Disney
no.
have already said that because obviously they own Fox, who owns Deadpool, that they said that they'll continue to release R-rated Deadpool movies because obviously they know that that's
what the fans
what the
That's
movie
where the
is.
market is.
Yeah, and other R-rated movies, they said that they'd continue. I think the Alien franchise is another one that they said they continue.
I think the Alien franchise needs to be cancelled.
Oh, I
Sidebar.
agree.
They can keep doing the games though. I'm cool with that.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
keen
cool
for
with that.
the mobile game then?
No,
Oh my God.
no.
The only good mobile game that's come out recently is RuneScape. Let's be honest.
Wait, RuneScape's on mobile now?
Yes, now you can destroy your
God.
life 24/7.
Jesse's not gonna have a life.
He's not on RuneScape mobile. Praise the Lord.
Not yet.
No, not anytime soon. I think he's playing League at the moment, so he's off RuneScape.
So when that's a mobile app, that's when his life will be destroyed. But yeah, I can't wait for Tap Tap Alien.
Do you guys like ASMR?
No.
Strongly against it? Strong no?
Strong no.
Interesting.
But I also don't like anything cringe, so...
So you don't like this podcast? Boom. Self-roasted.
Self-roast.
Self-roast.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She didn't deny it either. So.
I mean... I just like to support my friends,
Oh,
okay?
God, no. Oh,
Thanks, Vasi.
no.
Why do you think I've given you 3 different thumbs up over the past 24 hours on your latest episode?
3? Wow.
Yeah.
Vasi is 3 of our biggest fans.
Most of them are
I am-
Vasi.
It is. I'm about 4 accounts.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Here's a good one that's more like a just kind of just kind of
Kind of just
throwing
what?
it
Yeah,
out
kinda,
there
what?
and put everyone on the spot.
Yes, you're putting yourself on the spot more than us. But
Yeah, everyone's on the spot. So, what was the last thing you Googled? Oh, here we go. Boys, girls.
just
Pop out that search history. Let's hear it.
Minecraft car.
Minecraft car.
I wanted to look up how to make a car in Minecraft.
That's not exciting.
I'm sorry. If it's on my Chrome, the last thing I googled was wingsuit.
What?
Okay. Any
'Cause-
context behind that?
One of the aliens that I'm coming up with, they like evolved to fly like flying squirrels. So they've got like wings like a wingsuit.
I see. You want to be a squirrel.
That's
What
not
you're
what I
trying
said
to tell
at
us.
all.
Cameron, we support you.
We do
Vasi's
support
gonna
you.
create 3 different accounts and subscribe to your squirrel channel.
I just did it right now. Did you not get another 3 subscribers?
I did actually. Awesome.
How about you, Vasi? What have you been searching?
What do you want to know? Like on
The last thing that you googled.
that I googled.
Yeah.
Okay,
or
so you mean
binged if you're a
internet then.
weirdo.
No, I use Ecosia, but that's because they're a search engine. They're a search engine that plants trees. When you make a search, it's very interesting, huh? We're great for the environment.
You can give us both Google and that one if you want.
Okay, well, Ecosia is the same as Google,
Oh.
but I last googled a company called Yes, which basically supports a government initiative to give rebates to greenify your house. So they'll come through your house and look at how energy efficient all your globes and stuff are, and they'll replace them for you if they're not that energy efficient.
I see.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
that's the last thing I searched on Ecosia. Highly recommend it for any of you who don't. Don't use it. It's a free way
how do
to
you
help the
spell that?
environment. Ecosia is ECOSIA.
Okay.
It pretty much is just like Google, except you're planting trees. It costs you nothing, and you need to do nothing extra.
That's cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. I also use it on my mobile and like on my computer, so you can use it on both.
Nice. The last thing that I googled on my phone was Dybbuk.
Which is
Dybbuk.
In
Is it a
Jewish
word you played a Words with
mythology,
Friend?
a Dybbuk is a malicious possessing spirit believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person. I
can I
searched
just
it
take a
because
guess?
I had
You played it in Words with Friends.
I had similar letters in it, and I was like, tried to play it because I knew it was a word. And I'm like, why won't this be a word? And it's like it's spelled with a Y, not an I.
Yeah.
Fucking
That makes
Dybbuks,
sense.
not good for anything. I'm gonna get possessed now from saying that. That was
yeah,
on my
but he
phone
wouldn't have
though.
said that.
On my laptop, the last thing I searched was David von Bolmus, FIFA 19,
Oh my god.
because I was playing FIFA, obviously,
Really?
playing against the Young Boys, which is a proper soccer team. Their goalkeeper's called von Bolmus, and I thought that's a funny name, so I looked it up.
Interesting.
And then I wanted to see his stats. Not very good. Not worth buying him off the transfer market.
Did you buy him?
No.
Ah, good.
Would you have told us if there was a not safe for work search that was your recent one, Paris?
Oh, I use incognito, so there's no chance of that.
That's still a search, though.
Huh?
That's still a search that you did.
What if I can't remember?
You can check your incognito tabs and see if you have anything open.
I'll check.
Alright, so the answer is definitely something NSFW.
It's just gone to the new tab.
Paris is so panicked right now.
No,
Ken, what was
there's...
the last thing you searched incognito?
Actually, it was Minecraft car because private.
Whoa,
What?
you
My
really are a loser.
my I don't know if I told you guys, but like I sometimes have private clicked on if like I try to search something stupid. Like it's usually like how how do you spell this word, or what is the meaning of like a really dumb word? It's like something you should know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you were a spy and forced to disappear and start a new life somewhere, where would it be?
Somewhere in Europe, probably.
Hungary.
Yeah, I'm a little bit hungry.
I'm a little bit sleepy.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up in a sec then.
Alright, that's been about a sec. Is that land I see?
I
in the
see
distance?
land.
Is that Lana in the distance? Goodbye.
Thanks for joining. Goodbye.